Oi, Flat Earth British, Martin speaking. Welcome people. Welcome on the 6th of November 2018, or so they say. Are you ready? Are you ready for some business? Okay, we got the juice. We got the juice. Okay people. Now, this is episode number 5 of The Greatest Story Never Told, which we will unlock some more of these, this coded reality. Okay, that shows the place where we live, which is a double vortex, a toroidal system with an inertial flat plane between it. It's the only way it can exist. When by the end of all of this, the overwhelming weight of evidence to support it will be undeniable. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Half time this video people, because I'm going to premiere this live, so you're all in chat. Welcome. Make sure to please subscribe to my channel and please share this out. Okay, get some eyes on what's happening. Okay, because this information is very important. Okay, what is being unlocked in here has never been talked about before on YouTube, people. Okay, none of it, none of what we have said. You know, with gravity being magnetic acceleration cancelling out on the inertial flat plane, the waves can be doubled or cancelled out to make things levitate. So in the second half of this post, I'm going to present the most mind-blowing stuff. Now you know me guys, so you know that that's true. Okay, we're going to look over some load of documents being sent in to me, some stuff I've collected myself, the usual scenario, but all selected by myself for their excellence. We like a bit of class, we like a bit of colour, and we like a bit of quality. So that's what we got. Okay, you into that? Okay. Make sure to subscribe to your Fat Earth British, eh? He's having a bit of a sulk on the last couple of days, feeling sorry for himself for some petty reason. But now I'm back to make a nuisance of myself again. Okay? The best way, guys, is the best way. The truth. Okay? Now, there are channels set up. This is how weird this place is. There is channels set up, right, hating on people who post about mud flood. You know, the same way as they do with flat earthers. So, mud flood haters, guys. Yeah, I know. So it takes all sorts to make a plane, guys. You know this, okay? Just give them time. Give them time. They'll all come around eventually. Okay, and see the light, so to speak. Okay. All sense. Now the golden rule, or Flat Earth British, this season is clear thinking to get answers. Clear thinking to get answers together. Okay, some people are missing that. Some people are actually paranoid. How can this information be so good? What is it? Who is it? This is all of us. This is a lesson to humanity of what happens when people, trusted people, pull together for an answer. Okay, this is what happens. Okay? Okay, people. Buckle in. Now, we've got quite a bit to go through. I'm going to show you for the most of this next episode. I'm going to be decoding some more. But I'm going to give you a series of images to drive that nail home. Okay? And then we're going to move on to the second half. Okay, does that suit you? Does any of that go in? Okay, people. Lasers in the jungle somewhere. See, the devil, you'd have started with lasers day one. Because he said on Time Bandits, it must be true. Teddy Gilligan's in with him. You must know him, so it's probably true. Anyway. Buckle in, people. Please, buckle in. Make sure not to drive. We're going to have some fun along the way, okay? Now, an unconfirmed name from an unconfirmed source has told me, okay, so this is probably true, all the physicists have been having a meeting, okay? They don't know, okay? They're just all scratching their heads, bugging one another, saying, what's the quantum fasces? Do you know what the quantum fasces is? I do. And I'll tell you now, guys, the quantum fasces, right, keep it family friendly, is quantum fasces is a bundle of dipsticks. Now, I want to keep it family friendly. I really want the dipshits. okay, but we'll have dipsticks for educational purposes. Okay, so there we have. Look at Knight, Bill the Snide Knight. I'm a little teapot, short and spout. Now we know who Darling was. Yeah, Brian Cockless Cock, for obvious reasons, because he's a lady. I think he's like dolling himself up in the Mirror Hatfield or something. Maybe he's Wendy on the Wednesdays or something. He looks a bit weird as well, doesn't he? And this man is utterly demented. Is Albert Einstein, okay, as we have already established, means total idiot, obviously. Now, concerning troll channels, there are many that come at flat earthers. We do not respond because we are beautiful people. Okay, we do that shit. So what we do is we repay them in kind. Okay, now there's one video maker out there that likes to basically ridicule good people. So he's an ugly-minded demonic sort, which we know anyway because we know of this person, and we've made a video to basically rebuttal. So here we go. Enjoy. Ball Eaters Full Retard Mode Episode 1. There will be more.
Why would scientists for all these hundreds of years
tell us that the Earth is round when it's flat? Why would they say that? What purpose would they get out of that? And if it is flat, what is it? What is it? Like a piece of toast? And anything sits on top of it.
Oh dear. Once more.
Why would scientists for all these hundreds of years
tell us that the Earth is round when it's flat? Why would they say that? What purpose would they get out of that? And if it is flat, what is it? What is it? Like a piece of toast? And anything sits on top of that piece of what's
Okay. Oh, enough from him. Okay. That's episode number 1. There's more coming. Now, where we're going to go from in this vlog, people, as you can see, I have a few pics to present, is share. You remember this at the very start of it all when I said sit in a park and enjoy the view? Now this park has been designed really cleverly, people. There's something definitely going on. So it's obviously a flat earth map, and azimuth equidistant, a beautiful geometric layout, but basically got an image from further up. And then, holy shitski, it shows technasma waves. How could you know? We've recently discovered technasma waves, so this guy knows all about it. Okay, now he seems to have strangely aligned it to the left. I can't really establish why he's done that. Maybe it's the course of the stars over a flat plane under this electromagnetic roof. Or he knows something that we don't. But one thing that became apparent while examining this park, which is called Crescent Park in Sydney, and crescent means, the word crescent means growing fractally, you know. So we noticed one thing in it is it appears to be a large tower in the middle. So is that Mount Meru? Or is it the Tower of Babel? Now I know a few of you have suggested this, guys. A few of you. Mount Meru, or Vortex Taurus, also known as the Tower of Babel. Remember, it's got a spiral going up it, people. Seems extremely high compared to the size of the Earth. Yes, it does. Did the Australian park designer want to tell people that it touches the dome and could be the highest point of our tent or a canopy of the stars? And he knows whether he's mapped out technasma waves. This guy knows. So here's the tower, and is indeed Tower of Babel. Looks unfinished to my eyes, and on top he's got an opened winged phoenix. So the phoenix analogy is it rises from the flames, resurgi. Okay, but we know that an animal in antiquity with its wings open means what? Yeah, magnetic field. Okay, now we also spotted in it, for some strange reason, I don't really know actually, I'm trying to get to it, maybe you could help with this, the reference of the fish. Now I know it's Christianity, Christ and the rest, but the fish, Vesica piscis, is actually in the detect Nesmer waves and on so many depictions through antiquity. We're going to go through a few. The fish shows up next to the toroidal, so that could be a course of stars or something. Okay, the mount itself could even be associated or have something to do with the North Pole star. Okay, it could even sustain it. How do we know? Now, take a look at the tower. And the tower is a lovely phoenix atop unfinished Tower of Babel. Most seamen finish, don't they? Do you ever see a finished Tower of Babel? Or Meru? Or I guess it just symbolises the regeneration, blah 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 blah, or maybe it's just another winged animal with showing us that it's the centre of the magnetic universe. No, it is. It is. This designer, he knows definitely how this place works. It's absolutely crazy, but he's not the only one. We've established Tesla based his Tesla machine, which I showed you on my last post, on basically the square and stationary Earth out of the Bible, which is behind me. The 4 angels, or the 4 magnets on the 4 corners. We'll show you how that works. I know one of 2 of you have been very interested. Some are taking notes. Yes, we need 10 vortexes, 2 on each angel, and 2 in the middle. The 2 vortexes at Mount Meru. 10. So this is a 10 vortex system. Okay. Now, this guy, I'm lost for words with him. How we could know? He's not strictly a flat earther, guys. This is the super magnet guy. I linked him up the last time. I'm lost for words with this guy. I don't understand how he could know, how he's thinking these ways. He's just mind-blowing genius to my eyes. He's basically made a hexagon or an octagon pyramid. Okay, now we explained how wave acceleration works. We've explained stacking or nesting neatly in pyramids. But what this guy has done is he's basically made Mount Meru. What he's done, guys, okay, is he has the same amount of toruses in this small device. Now, this guy, okay, he can, with this device, he can amp up or he can produce 10,000 Gauss, or the reading for magnetism. 10,000 is an awful lot of power. Okay, now what he's done, he's got 8 angels or angles, 8 angels, 8 magnets. Okay, 2 for each angel for this way to work, for it to work. Think of the atom. Since magnetism is always 2 directions, nests in corners. Excuse me, move that over for you. Or it really nests in corners or angles. Maybe I should say 4 angels. So what he's done is he's got the opposing polarities, okay, cancelling out onto the next. So he's got 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 4. Okay, 4 angels. So he's basically, what he's done here, super magnet guys, he's basically designed, or he knows how Mount Meru works. How could he know this? This guy has done the same as Tesla and many others who seem to know what this place is. This guy's making these magnets based on this universe, or this reality, how this works. It's crazy stuff, people. I'll just put that over so you can read it for yourself and soak it in. How could he know? Because it's true. And he knows. So I want you to take a look at this emblem. It's the MMA, the Fight Club for Dallas, for the Kung Fu people. Yeah, the martial arts people. So examine it, take a look. Do you see anything in it? Well, yeah, guys. When you start to decode, you got straight away the octagon look. And it is the same as Super Magnet Guy's invention. This super magnet that gives you 10,000 Gauss. Okay, and this MMA emblem is a hexagon. Is exactly like Super Magnet Guy's invention, but there's more. There's more. Check this out, guys. This is an image of the Gettysburg Battle Anniversary coin. Okay, 1936. You get the fasces in the middle with the libris that we told you is a moon calendar. Okay, but it's more than a moon calendar, guys. It's basically it has two opposing phases: the 13 days of the new waxing moon and versus the 13 days of the waning dark moon. Okay, this is what the libris does. If you look on my first video of this series, we show you a picture, or we'll explain how this works. Okay, so you got the libris, which basically can tell you what's happening on the solar calendar. This emblem has been, this libris has been adopted by the lesbian pride movement. Okay, because it's associated with female cycles. Okay, and you got the fasces, which is an energy weapon, a sonic weapon, with 3 crosses, the bonds to hold it together. Now these crosses you're going to see all over antiquity. Okay, now what you don't get, guys, what you don't get, okay, with this vortices type scenario is any straight lines, because there are no straight lines in nature, as you've seen on that in that pack with the Technasma lines. This is how they are. Okay, this is why the sun and moon arc over us. They're not straight. It's arcing. Okay, you can actually watch this happen. Now, Doc, we did the Doc. Much love, my brother. I said in my comments on one of my last videos, this guy truly knows what's happening here and truly knows what is going on, what we're trying to do, or we will do. And he said that if you put 2 men in a Searle device, which I showed you, the John Searle device, which looks like a Colosseum, the 2 opposing vortexes, okay, opposites, will basically constant recycle. It could be a constant recycling battle going on. Okay, now back to the MMA. They've got basically the pyramid, that is Mount Meru. Inside they have the libris and the fasces. As you can see, the double-headed libris and the fasces inside of that octagon. So they know. The people who design this 100% know. Okay, now these X's, this X code, okay, you can see this everywhere in antiquity, and it's a reference to the fasces. This is the emblem for city of Amsterdam, and just in case you don't get it here, which it is, the 3 bindings, the 3 bonds, okay, of the fasces. And then down below here they show you a J, or 762. Okay, you 762 and you get 2 fasces, and there's one behind there as well. Okay, so that you don't get it wrong. So the X's, 3 in a row, represent fasces on antiquity. Okay, now this. The Maltese cross is a 10-pointed star, like our cube, like our 10 vortex system. Only it's got in, oh, obviously as well, yes, the fleur-de-lis opposing vortexes as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we even have the 4 angels on the Maltese cross. But more, it has a dove flying, right? This dove is flying downwards. He's not flying upwards. No, they don't fly down like that. They're not Stuka dive bombers. So what's going on? So it's over Mount Meru. It's over the North Pole hole. and is flying downwards. Well, what's happening, guys, is the dove, it represents the light, the beautiful white light, the natural light of the sun. Okay, and basically the sunlight has been magnetized. Okay. Basically, and it gets sucked back down the North Pole hole and back into the Taurus system. Okay, where it's decompressed again on the other side, following the magnetic field's Taurus path, as we see here. Okay, so it goes through, as we've explained, the Mount Meru is a pyramid, believed to be artificial, and another pyramid below, which is the South Pole, which we believe to be 12 kilometers below Mount Meru. Mount Meru is a double-sided pyramid. We know through showing you through nesting, okay, stacking, that this thing is active. It's giving off ultra-high frequencies as well. Okay, it's dictating seasons by drawing in the luminaries of the sun and the moon, which are levitating. Okay, from magnet to magnet, the 4 angels on each corner, and then steadily back to the center, to Mount Meru, and then back out again, dictating our seasons. It works. So, you sucked down the beautiful white light into Mount Meru. Okay, and what you experience when light is magnetized, do you know what light is called magnetized, guys? You guess it? Fasces means phaser. It's a phaser. Fasces is a phaser, as I explained. And it's a light. Light. Phaser is what? A laser. A laser. A laser. So when the light of the dove emanates through the North Pole hole, we get laser light. Aurora Borealis is laser light, guys. Yeah. Now, so many examples of everyday fasces used lasers in our reality. It's quite mind-blowing when you know. Okay, that is what we're seeing. Okay, now it's magnetized light. So this is how industry, in the modern day, uses magnetized light. And lo and behold, what you find is they are fasces in the modern world right now. What you're looking at here, people, I can just mag it down a little bit for you so you can see it all, is a internal structure of a Hewlett-Packard 550AB laser tube assembly. Okay, so it's a laser printer, guys, right? But the middle section, okay, here are cylindrical magnets. So what you got is 1, 2, 3 magnets bound, okay, with a ribbon. Holds the 3 magnets together. It's a fasces. And everyday use of a fasces is, have you ever seen that black box when you go to the discotheque? And it's inside that, guys. Excuse me, I just wanted to blow that up a bit for you so you could see. There you are. Little dog enjoying his lasers. Don't stare in them. So yeah, only printers, CDs, DVDs have lasers. Okay, so that is what's going on inside the black boxes. Is the fasces is magnetized light, and they just point it as spinning spectrums or mirrors, excuse me, or spinning lenses to create that effect. It's quite simple. So there are small handheld fasces you can have around your home. I have one myself, my laser pointer, which is absolutely great fun. Maybe I should have took that to the convention, the conference. It's a great fun. So that is fasces. That's what they were using in antiquity, and they're still using now. The fasces. That's your conventional everyday laser, which I've got in my hand. And this is a shocker. This is a shocker. This is on sale. It's not very expensive. I was looking, it's a blue laser. I was thinking this is ace. They're like $50 for sale in Japan. Ba-dum! Any idea what that looks like? Huh? Wow, it's a fascist. It's a laser. Yeah, I know. It's pretty neat, isn't it, guys? Okay, so a phaser light is a laser, and a target laser is a what? I've already covered it. It's laser. That's right. So that's what's happening as well. Future professional citizen defense. Have your own little fascist. Okay. And it's a targeting laser. It's insane. It's insane. So we're going to move on now, people. Now we're going to do some more decoding, which is basically going to take us up to half-time mark on this series, where we're going to reflect on all what we learned. Because, as I said, people, this takes some, not some understanding. I think it's quite simple, but I think it takes some spiritual processing. Now, I know that's why I've left it up, like, 3 days for you to, chew it over. I'm doing my best to try and explain these subjects, people. To me, it's very important. I'm giving a lot doing this. You'd be very surprised what it takes out of you. Okay, and we're moving on. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Mount Meru. Okay, basically, here's 2 bunnies. Okay, because I absolutely love bunnies, as you know. It's a ball. Are you kidding me? Okay, eschatological bunnies looking at the same thing from a different perspective. The vertical line of the center axis, where Mount Meru is, represents an X shape. An X shape, okay? The hourglass, or the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail, okay? Which is not round, it needs to be squared on the side. Now, this is from Dan Winter's site. It's going to give you an idea of what this means. Actually, if this first is... this is from... excuse me. This is from Ken Wheeler's site. Excuse me, first. Now, Ken Wheeler is a right brain box. Okay? He basically needs a big shout. Okay? Not that he's ever going to watch my stuff, but this is off of his channel. This guy understands magnetism like no other, but I don't know if he realizes exactly what he's done. This shows the double vortex toroidal system, and it shows the inertial flat plane, dielectric flat plane between the two. Okay, it's the only way it can exist. Cancel out its equilibrium. And you have here, here, and here, and here, the 4 angels, or the 4 vortexes, or the 4 double vortexes making 8, and the 2 in the middle making 10 to make this 10. So big shout to him. I don't know whether he realised exactly what he was doing, but maybe he did. He's mapped it out really well. And what I was about to show you was a map of Dan Winter's, but unfortunately I brought it up. And it shows you that if you look down on our inertial flat plane, it will show you an X, okay, an X. So I don't really want to basically start again. Okay, so we play a game here, guys. There's 2 ways of looking at reality, or this model, which is side on, which will give you sort of a W structure, or looking down, which will look like a twisted X. Okay, a twisted X. Okay, which you see there, an X. The X. Okay. Now this X, you're going to see all over antiquity. And now we're going to look at some ideas. Okay, now, as I said, guys, they don't actually show you ever the side view of this system on any of antiquity it's always this. So I'll go through a few. I won't need even to say much about them. You're probably going to work it out for yourself. Okay. Alright. And this one's from Ethiopia. Well, excuse me, a church. So, again, even with a fleur-de-lis pointing in. All in plain sight, people. When you get out there, and once you realise what I'm telling you, then you're going to know. Again, on Meru. Again, 4 angels, and this is from an Ethiopian church. Okay, again, now this is the Catholics. Okay, and the papal cross. Again, it's perfect. They know 100%. Look, guys, you've got the 4 angels. You've got Mount Meru, and you've got the inertial flat plane. They can't help themselves, people. But the P, what is the P? Okay, that's okay. It is called Hyro. And they basically, the meaning of the word gyro, which means ring or circle. So what they've done is they're telling you with the P, this is a ring or a circle, the system, it has an inertial flat plane. And here's the cross section here with the 4 angels, 4 corners. It's just crazy. The Catholics know. Here again, they can't help themselves at all. With the X. Oh, probably wondering what this little dog's looking for. He's not the only one. He's looking for, okay, he's looking for Windows XP. It was taken away in what year was it? I think it was 2014. Yeah, remember that? Windows XP. What was the XP all about? Well, it's the X and it's the P for the system we live in. Getting convinced, yeah? Okay. Here's some more examples of papal P and our Mount Meru. And it's everywhere. You're not going to be able to unsee it now, people. Papal P, there's the fish again. See? It's showing up here again in this ancient depiction. I'll get to it, we'll get to it. Okay, but there you go again. The whole system in plain sight. From magnet to magnet, back to the middle, back out again, from magnet to magnet, seasons, everything covered in that beautiful system. And of course, 3, 2, 2, skull and crossbones, just like the pirates, yeah? X marks the spot, alright guys, it really does, on a pirate map. Yeah, I know. It's all starting to make perfect sense, isn't it, people? What about this one? I know we've all seen it many, many times. I've walked in it myself. Here, St. Peter's Square, which is not a square, it's a circle. And what they show you, excuse me, I'll just make this smaller for you, is the flat earth. You have, again, the cross, again, the inertial flat plane, again, the 4 angels on each corner. Summer solstice, it even tells you vernal equinox, sunrise solstice, winter solstice and equinox. They tell you it all on St. Peter's Square or whatever. Shadow casting off the obelisk at different times of the year. It's been long established anyway that it's a calendar, but also perfect representation of our system. That is all over antiquity and there's no escaping it. Even Osiris has to do the X code. Okay, this X code is everywhere. Once I tell you, you will not unsee it. The X code is our system. They show you here in an old Mayan depiction, again, just like the cross of St. Andrews on the Scottish flag. The cross of St. Andrews apparently was a crucifixion of the other way around. That is the real meaning. They've even got the phoenix with the wings open, magnetized. It's just all in plain sight. Once you see, once you know, the penny drops. We have some Masonic 5th degree awards and 6th degree. That one actually is St. Andrews, but it's in green. I don't know why, maybe the Celtic colour. So we have the X again and another X, and here you have the Libris, the double pyramid, and the G. But again. So this goes right through our culture, guys. This goes right through our culture. This dude, Aleister Crowley, I'm sure you know all about him. Anything associated to Egypt is associated to this guy, isn't it? He's all over popular culture. And there he is with the X code, telling you what this place is. Here's a terrible drug addict Argentinian man with tiny willy called Diego Maradona. Okay, the Hands of God goal, because he's a cheating rat. Okay, looking up, pretending he gives a shit when he's just the worst capitalist on earth. Yeah, and he's doing the sign of the cross, which is not the Christian cross, because that don't work like that. Okay, now Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, all in plain sight. Even on here, guys, they even show you you got the crosses, you have Mount Meru, you even have our initial flat plane, that one above, and the one I tell you about below. It's all there, the whole thing. Look, look, the top pyramids, we're both facing in. I was just screaming what this place is on the most important cover of contemporary music history, is it not? Even Crowley makes an appearance on the cover, and the cover shows us the place where we live. There's no avoiding it, people. You're going to see it everywhere. Now, I know this dick, Cowell, is on the X Factor, but again, the X Factor, the program, the television, who actually sat and thought that up in these meetings they have when they're initializing these bullshit things, these talent shows. Why the X Factor? Who named, if you got talent, you got the X Factor? That's bullshit, guys. They're showing you right the way through it. Here's this is an antiquity, right? Okay, no biggie here. He's doing sort of X, but just to make sure the orb that he's standing on has the X. Okay, there's just no avoiding it anywhere in popular culture, anywhere in antiquity. The next one is a religious seminar announcement from 1853. Again, we've even got the Jewish menorah, which we've already established is a device. Now, you're going to see this everywhere, people. You're not going to be able to avoid it now. The X code. We have a Vatican symbol, Grand Orange Lot of Scotland, which is Masonic. They have thistles instead of laurel leaves. The laurel leaves, which are two opposing vortexes, but in this case they've used thistles of two opposing vortexes, and you have the star in the middle, and you have the cross, all in plain sight. The keys of the Vatican in a cross, all in plain sight. There's so much. You're probably going to be rifling through your images now all over again. I've got like literally thousands now with this code. Here is an Egyptian ring. Okay, and as you can see, the being or the entity has her wings, which are magnetic toruses, and they're open, and they are in the shape of a cross. Technasma was incredible to us. What it is unlocked. Wow. Yeah, I know. So you have the cross coming out in lightning strikes. You know, Zeus's lightning bolts. You know, this is often talked about in our community, isn't it? Okay, so it's giving off an electrical charge, and it's in a cross, and it's sort of on a speaker. Do you think this is by accident? on the president's voting advertisement. A lot of thought has gone into it, even the two opposing arrows going in. It doesn't end, people. I'll give you 1,000 images. Here's Puke Victorian Beckham, ex Spice Nobody, I don't even know. One Hit Wonder, because she got a Zigga Zigga, whatever that is. Actually, that was Mel B, but you know what I mean. But she's not even my favourite Spice Girl anyway, so Baby Spice, obviously. She's Emma Bunton. Not that I like Spice Girls. Anyway. She's got on her lower abdomen, she has lightning cross electric sparks. Okay, two opposing vortexes over the uterus, which is the Holy Grail. Okay, they're showing everything in plain sight for the initiated who know, which is you lot now, because I'm telling you, and giving away their dipshit secrets. And it's a pleasure too, as well, guys. It's giving me a joy just to expose these fuckers. will.i.am. I know it's the X Factor. He's doing it again. There's no religious significance in this, people. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay, it's probably some code with the scarf, the bandana, and the colours. All of it. The X code. Here, again. Double phoenixes. Wings open. Magnetised. And you have the double pillars, which we know has got the binding around it, will make it magnetised, and the cross. The whole whammy, all in one go. Our flat plane. Okay. Also, the evil goat. You know, some reverence, doesn't he, with these people? A goat, a bit of a bad priss. Don't know if he's a bad critter. They seem cute. Check the horns. That's two pronounced double vortexes, people, don't you think? Even the Welsh Guards, his main emblem is a goat. They take it to every single, every single thing they do. They take their goat with the horns, the two double vortexes. It's credible, isn't it? Okay. Now, we're going to wrap this little section of the greatest story never told up for a minute. We're going to reflect on what we learned. We're going to go deeper and clear up some more codes of this reality further next time around. The next bit of this vlog, now, people, all of you lot in chat, okay, is going to be sheer epicness. I'm going to go through quite a bit now, okay? Now, this is going to be uploaded later for myself, so basically, it's 5:30 in the UK now. This will be at 9 o'clock GMT tonight, okay? So, peace and love to you all. Now, thanks to Technisman, and thanks to all your hard works, people, and what's happened here, okay, and what's happened here has been beautiful, is maybe solve the case here of this. Oh, excuse me, let me just bring it up. Coral Castle. We all know about Coral Castle, don't we, people? Used to be like all over ancient aliens and stuff. You know, they can't work out how this man, Liedtke, who was a migrant, came to Florida and he built this incredible park. Some of my subs have been there. I know a couple have mentioned it to me time back when I covered it on vlogs. So the thing is, guys, right, is he did it at night, and he's only a little fella. I mean, this guy's 4 foot odd, you know, he's a tiny little dot of a guy. So Ed did it at night when everyone was not there. Late at night, he had a gantry, which is like just a normal an apex of scaffold poles, and underneath it was a box. Okay. There's some of Ed's invention there at Rockgates. I'll see if I can get a shot of that box. So what's happened, guys, is he's managed, see his face there, his knowledge. Edward has managed to levitate large blocks by wave cancellation, because he knows how to do it in this device here. And we've explained to you how this happens. Okay, now the box at the top. Now, a sub, again, all of you, just amazing. So, did you know this guy wrote a book on magnetism? I'm like, No, no, I never. So here it is for you guys. Check this out. So, this Liedtke guy, okay, produced a book on the magnetic currents. You can download it. I'll give you the link. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, 1945 Rockgate. He actually, why is this not out in public knowledge? Why is this only now in my life this comes to me after all these years? He explains great detail. Same way I explained the magnet to you, he's going through it as well. So he explains the magnet, about magnetic waves. Okay. Looks very familiar, doesn't it, people? But he goes into great detail. So check that out. And basically, I don't know if it exactly covers how he did it with the levitation, but he's got a cover wave cancellation in there somewhere. So it's quite, obviously I haven't read it. I don't have time for catch up with everything and read everything all at the same time. Okay. So, you will see the principle of how a permanent magnet are made by the north and south pole individual magnetic currents running through a single wire from a battery. This magnet making with a single wire illustrates how magnets are made. This is going to have big clues to help us, people. Look at this. Wonder if he got the initiative to put magnets on the corners to drive it around like the Tesla machine. I think he has. I think he's got 4 angels. He has. He has. I'm sure of it. Well, we're going to scrutinise that more later down the line, guys. Well, anyway, I'm going to link it up so we can basically let's rediscover levitation. Let's rediscover free energy for everyone, shall we, people? What we got to lose? And there you are. How to make a magnetic current by the binding on fasces. It's all in there, people. Beautiful, beautiful. Bit of knowledge coming in here and understanding information. Thank you. We move on. Oh. Look at that. USB plug in there. So guys, buckle in, guys, buckle in. So yeah, please guys, anybody in chat who haven't said, please sub to me. Stop me sulking. Okay, now I'm going to put this back here for later because this is the best. That's a load of images from museums all over Europe from the late 1800s. But I want to go through some images first. This is a Middle Ages text, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I've saved some images of the similar type of stuff, which shows antiquity and shows mud flood as well. Okay, so I'll show you now. Really odd stuff. Okay, it's Middle Ages, and it's set in like a biblical time, but everyone's in Middle Ages dressing, and there's sort of divine happenings happening, but it's all associated to magnetism and everything. Now we know what is going on. Don't know. I think these two guys made the book. So some guy banging on a door with what looks like some kind of well, it looks to me like some sort of scepter. Sceptery. Looks definitely sceptery. Okay, let's bring that back a bit so I can go through it. Okay, so they are beautiful depictions. As I said, everything that you see here, guys, will be linked up. All right. So why is Jesus, right? Why is he in the medieval setting? Is medieval Europe in the background? 2 double crosses in the bottom, obviously. As you're going to find, everything is flat earth related. What are they? I gotta see what they are. 2 secs, guys. I got some really spooky stuff anyway later to show you. Oh, they went on to the next, did they? They were like horrible ET alien-y things, guys. Did you see them? The flipping hell's going on? Alright, monks. Well, they got nasty habits anyway, haven't they? So, Technasman, look at the device in this. The creation in this, guys. Look at the geometry. And all of the coded surrounds. Absolutely stunning. Move on. Okay, guys, okay. Tuesday night entertainment on a Flat Earth realm. Supplied by Flat Earth British. What they do here, they give you like all the seasons, but they give you the dome over the top. Okay, so it's sort of astronomical, connected, but they give you like what happened to that season underneath. It's quite sweet. So they've got a hole in their roof. The sheep are getting cold. So we've got medieval happenings. So the medieval feast. So winter's again. Famine in the 14th century. Okay. So they don't seem to be doing too much. It just looks like they're just getting off. Just getting started. Because everything else up to that fort is shit. Oh, that's greened out nicer. And they're all in posh silks. But look at the colours on these people. I'll just drift through these so you can take a look for yourselves. Because they are quite stunning. What does that remind you of? It's Disney Tower, isn't it? They're everywhere in antiquity. Look at the size of these things. We're going so backwards. So they're getting crops down, pigs, a little bit of hounds killing a deer, but there's skyscrapers over the top of the forest, higher than the forest. But they're very big for for people, aren't they? Unless the trees are really low. I don't know. Weird. So I don't know. Clubbing Thomas a Becket over the head, maybe. Who knows? So let's move on. Oh! How flat Earth related is that? Okay. So we got the fleur-de-lis. Got 2 magnets. Not 4. No, really. Shape of an eye. This is the one. Check this out, guys. Wow. It's called Purgatory. Okay. This is so fucked. Oh, I'm swearing. So fucked up. Check this out, guys. I'll start on the bottom for you. So obviously all this is coded as well. The frame, as you know, everything is. So alright then. So it's purgatory, a type of hell. So let's go up slow and see what happens. There's a lot of heads bobbing around. Oh, there's a clergy in there, and somebody's getting pissed on as well. Look. She's sunk up to her middle. They all are there, actually. That lady's getting saved by an angel, or angels, and they're carrying babies going, no. Magnetic angels. And there's a big mountain there, a really strange looking mountain with all dead people on it. Is that Mount Meru? And why the tower? Always the tower. And all people just being piled in it, and 1 or 2 get picked out. 1 or 2 get picked out. All surrounded by antiquitech. Yeah, you got the book anyway, you can see for yourself. So much to get through, see, people. And it's getting on. What animal was that? Anyway, really interesting. We're going to move on. So somebody passed me this as well. Now knowing what we know, that is a very advanced gadget of some stage, isn't it? It's made of brass or something. Obviously it's following some sort of system, but it's so intricate. I can imagine this cranking up looking like something very futuristic. Can you? The thing is about Technosmia, guys. Yeah, Jason. The thing is about Technosmia is that it's super futuristic. And it's from the past. This future superistic is amazing. It's the sexiest thing ever, guys. Wait till you see. Everything that is going to be unfolded is just... I'm just really happy to share. So this is a site for you all, guys. Follows on my channel. Guys, you want to get stuck into this, mates, it's cool old photographs, but I went through a load last night. Man, oh man. They give you the best mud flood stuff and mappage. So I've downloaded a load, a selection. Early expositions, Paris, look. That's a big part of what we look into. Beautiful Detroit's from panoramas from 1907. I bet they're beautiful. So I had a look at some New York images last night. Wow. Let's have a look at the mud flooders on 52nd Street, should we? The old Vanderbilts. All of these mansions are old world. Check it out. Holy moly, moly, moly. Look at it, guys. So, all the mansions on 5th Avenue. It's from Shroppy anyway. I've got all these Shroppy images. All the Antiquitech on it. You know, late 1800s people. What happened to us? It's all gone backwards. Nothing looks this beautiful. I'm going to show you some images later. There's some stunning buildings that I picked up off another website. You're going to wonder what happened and where they're gone and why would they do this. So, everything you see here, I'm going to link up to you and more, guys. Alright, it's all going to be the juice. So, you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so I'll have a little chat about all what's been going on the scene. You know, Lee Flat Earth British is a legend. He found the video from Kung Fu Hustle where they use that stringed instrument to cause sonic blast. It's a sonic weapon. I remember that film so well. Even that woman with the roar, then we got a blast after it. Really incredible. Love that film, Kung Fu Hustle. So, this, I don't know. Oh yeah, Kirk sent me this. He was rather excited. He couldn't believe it. It's a book from 1812. That year. Yeah, I know. And it's a chronology. It's all to do with Noah's flood. It's mind-melting, guys. What's it doing in the year 1812? And it's talking about it like, look, I don't even want to go into details, guys. Not in this video. But you read this for yourself. This is nuts. It's everything in there concerning like the biblical flood. And how could they know so much details, you know, in 1812? The year of a reset as well. Noah's flood. So I'm going to link you that. Take a look in. It's just mind-blowing stuff, people. And the information within it is mind-blowing stuff. You know, your Captain Kirk was like, man. You know? I mean, we all get like mind-blowing stuff constant, but like this stuff. What's it doing there? So if I know history, brother, if you're picking your astronomical timetables there, if you're picking apart the population, which is bullshit, by the way, then maybe this will be a help. The cube within a cube of astronomy is here as well. I've got a book here. They're sent in by kind sub, thank you very much. Astrology, and explains roughly that. Tesseract, a cube within a cube. We got one year from 1634. Okay. The cube, as you know, is 8 pointed, and as we explained to you. But look, guys, in the middle of there's a guy. He's got a star on his private. He's got what looks like a fasces in one hand, and he's got fasces, the sprayed arrows. There, it's coded everywhere. Everywhere in this book. Now I know what it means. It's just nuts. It's amazing what I can decode now. Now, I found also in a magnetics book, a magneticum from 1700s, a Kirchner, where he's got an exact model for a Tesla machine, but I've got to dig it back up. I'll look for it later. I'll try and link it. That'll blow your minds. So, yeah, wild stuff this. So I'm going to link you there, because I got jolly excited over there. Okay. Now I've got hundreds of these images. They just been passed. What I do, guys, is when you all send me stuff, because there's only so many hours in the day. You know, we got the best thinkers over here on Flat Earth British. We all work together for a good answer, a real answer. Okay, yeah. Everything is deeply researched, everything is corroborated, everything is established before it comes out, before this mouth opens. Okay, we know what we're doing. And everyone just mucks in. Okay, so feel free to send stuff and we'll present it. Okay, got loads of stuff, guys. It's just all brilliant. Absolutely love it. So this is a mental one. It's Jesuits and what they get up to. Okay, Jesuits and the coding we now understand. So I think they might be giants because they look a damn sight bigger than these men here. So they are giants, giant Jesuits. and they're getting juiced up from whatever's happening up top. Okay, there's like literally a prismatic laser beam, but it's been established that this light that comes in from up yonder to be wisdom or knowledge. Okay, the enlightenment. Yeah, wisdom and knowledge from the triangle that we just told you about. It's electromagnetism. Okay, it's coming in some sort of orb. Comets. Comets are still a big player in Flat Earth British people. I got some information coming. It's just incredible. A series of pictures concerning antiquity sites which look like they are downed comets. Now these things could be controller devices, people. Just flying over like a missile, like a bullet. Okay, dropping pestilence, plague, all the rest. So what you think of that? So it's all in a pyramidical form. Perfect symmetry. You could probably, Niven, she uses this prismatic mirror which shows you that every single painting in the Middle Ages, you know, Da Vinci, is all coded, and it's got this mirror reflection, and it tells you it's really nuts. They do the same with the American dollar. You know this, guys, okay? You've got, if you fold the $1 in half, it shows you the Twin Towers burning. The $50, it shows you, I think it's Hoover Dam going, you know, and that's on the 33rd parallel. These people cannot fucking... What it is, guys, they know most people are fucking sound asleep and daft as bretches, so they're not really worried, and they get duper's delights by showing us the 4 angels on the corners, blowing a bloody trumpet which gives off a fucking resonance. You can't... Look, they're pulling back the veil. The veil. Yeah, they keep pulling back this curtain to give you a glimpse into our reality. It's all there. All there. And the controllers, well... This laser light is juicing up Jesuit giants. Let's have a look outside a second. Look at these feet on these strange things. And they're twisted for a charge, that's for sure. That's what I would say. I know it all seems innocuous enough, but people, this stuff is highest technology. The highest technology it is. You know, stone's magnetized too. It's just mind-blowing. Okay, just have a little look in here a minute. I'm dug into this one. Anyway, we can't read that, so we're going to move on. Now, new people to my channel, if you're not aware of a key to Mud Flood, is this guy. Okay, Giovanni Piranesi is one of my all-time favourite artists. He is. And this is a collection of coloured images. And what he shows you is, it's 2 schools of thought, that everybody in this era is making shit up, or, you know, that's the school of thought, we'll just draw our civilization in ruins after large events, or it's basically, you've really seen it. But we're concerning Rome, I can verify that through half a dozen different artists. This place during the 1700s is deep in mud. The homes of giants, Piranesi's prisons, underneath star forts which have a fractal geometry, definitely connected with Tacnesma waves, all of it. Okay, why is this not fucking loading? There you are. So he's got these beautiful architectures with tiny little people in them. So the original occupants, that's my stomach rumbling, hope that's not picking up. Probably were giants. And the thing is, guys, right, is they keep showing these images of antiquity stored. So that's pictures of ruins all in one place, collected, and antiquity, specific antiquity, all in one place. Why? Hiding it? Collecting the vision? Think about it, people. Look at Paris, Rome. It's all inundated with large stones and mud from whatever came through and wiped out this civilization they refer to as Rome, which in my mind, people, is not a long time ago. Piranesi documented these prisons underneath us. No, I don't think these things were just out of his mind. I mean, I think they actually mean something. I I really do think that these places could be down under there. Somebody passed me another link for another esophagus full of countless humans under Palermo. These things are under all cities as well. Countless peoples from these resets. They give them different excuses for what they say is happening. And the survivors come in, the survivor race, which are these people. Not everyone dies. And all knowledge is lost. And they say we could fall into what's called the Dark Ages, but in this case, in 765, the controllers, which is not a full-on reset, but it's enough to do all of this, have got the information. They carry on. They reverse engineer what they can of Technasma. Some of the information surely is passed over, and we're rediscovering it now. Why? I don't know. There's no denying this is the shits, it's the business. It's a blessing for us all. Okay, that's a link. If you don't know about Piranesi, dig in, people. If you like art anyway, he's absolutely amazing, as you can see. But the reason I'm showing these is because they're colour images. You don't see too many colour Piranesi. Look at that. Why so big? And what is it? Very flat earthy. That's what it is. Alright, people, we got loads for you to go through. Hope all of you are chatting away nicely in chat and enjoying my presentation. So here we go. More sinister stuff in a reset depiction. Again, remember now we know what this stuff means. Okay, so this again is from the time of probably the French Revolution. It's the Constitution again, where you see regeneration. The first thing you might have noticed straight away is what? A cross. A cross with a fasces and a labris. Well, it's not a labris, it's a one-sided. And it's bound, got the 3 axes as well. Always the 3 axes. And it's crossed with what we've established is something for spraying perfume. Perfume, is it? Okay, well that's one way of calling it in antiquity. Okay, so let's have a look what's happening on this depiction. Okay, so you've got them little devil guys flying down. The woman holding the rules that have come from controllers. Oh dear. And a lady with a shield with a fash, active fash. She's got the wings, she's magnetised. In her hand, she's got the fash, she's got the bunch of arrows, but they're active, and they've turned into plasma discharge events. They tell you on these depictions what is happening. Okay, these regenerations are resets. They get rid of all the people. 18.5 million under the catacombs of Paris. These people. Fashade. Microwaved. 5G'd. However you want to put it, people. This text back. They've had it all along. What's happened, guys, is we're just rediscovering. Okay, these secrets. What the fucking hell are they? Oh, they're on sticks. These secrets and all of this information coming out is truly life-changing. There's no two ways about it. You know, we never look back. You know, once that information is out, it's out of the bag now. Ain't gonna go back in either. These. I got 3 photographic collections to give you guys, and I'm going to go up to some images of the day which are all mind-blowing, trust me on that. These are mental. They're all from Far East. Oh, these are Spain actually, next to Far East. I got 2 of them for you. One of Siam, which is wealth like you've never seen. Britain, compared to these people, they are wealthy. So what we got here is Spain. Okay, you can't translate that. So I'm going to basically blow this up and go through a few, see if we can get any clues. But the architecture, I'm sure, is going to be stunning anyway. So, okay. So, one thing that really smacks you in the face with this early photography is the clarity, the HDness. They're amazing. They're amazing. Yeah, these mudflood channels that have sprung up, hating this. This one guy set up, right, there's a couple, 2 channels I've seen, maybe more now. Here's an example of or through or an earthquake, or through an earthquake that caused a landslide and took out a community, as an example for what is happening with mud flood. Well, I'll give you, like, I went out hunting for something that is local to me, which is 100%. If I ask the question, which I will, you can't explain it away with, oh yeah, well, they just got past this house and decided to build like maybe 100 tons of mud outside it for no particular reason whatsoever. I will show you. I have plenty of mud flood evidence anyway, and people up to here in mud. Pretty good mud flood evidence, you see. Look, something definitely happened, okay? And now what we know with the Faches, that's a given. Resets are a given. Comets are a player. Faches technology is a player, and we can work it all out from this, including levitation, which I believe antiquity had. I see these aqueducts with high-speed bullet trains, maglev technology flying on these things. These were taking you from one district to another. They weren't carrying water. I can't see the sense in putting water above where it can evaporate and get infected from aquifers. I feel it would be far more useful to be drawn to the places underground. Yeah, definitely. A slight incline to get there. Wow. So, again, you got all of that stunning antiquity. You got dwellings. Where is the road? Where is the infrastructure? There's only a few people, again, fishing and what have you, or I will say it's a quiet Sunday morning. Why is there only mud leading up to such beautiful antiquity, people? You can see there, underneath this house here, are lower windows, okay? They are not for basements. No basements on flat earth, okay, guys? This is not what's happening. An architect is not thinking, well, we're right next to the coast here, so I'll put some lower windows. We're never going to get it by a flood, ever. So we'll have a lower basement so it can always be flooded. Okay, we'll put some windows in so the waves can hit it if we have a bit of weather, because we're on the coast. Is any of that actually making sense? No, it's not. That's right. More antiquity. Okay, based on sacred geometry, Phil Connors magnetise this thing. It's probably can conduct a charge. What I can do, guys, maybe give heat, give orgone revitalisation in a building where you just go in there and just feel absolutely outstanding. How are they producing these in antiquity? Last night, well, basically preparing for this vlog, I was thinking about the laser printer, and I thought, yeah, you see that picture on the wall behind me over there? It's a famous picture where they do rope out of stone, eyelashes out of stone. How can you do that and not break it? So, is it possible that these are laser printed or 3D printed? I think with what we now understand is a definite on the cards. Myself also, Mick, God bless you Mick, Rebel Without a Pause, awesome guy, awesome channel. We've been looking into old artworks on ceilings and wondering how these things are being done. Okay, it's just not really cracking it, mixing up red ochre and lazuli and making it these, the science, they tell you how they think it's done, but they don't know. It's a completely lost science. It's a lost mystery. How they're doing all these sculptures and artworks in only that recent time ago, guys. 500 years ago. Well, let's check this out. So, Cadiz, I've been there. I may have walked up that street, who knows. So we got one person. Okay, wow. Let's have a look at this sky. I remember last week when I was mud flooded, when I was presenting, UAP, sorry, was in my chat and saying, slow down. I'm like, I can't, I gotta get through it all. But if I got another 20 minutes, half hour of pictures, I'm sure you'll all hang around in chat anyway on a Tuesday night, Check out the old world. So it's an old world bridge, alright. It's a deep crevasse, it's muddy. There's an old town wall with mud coming up to it. Wow, these things are stunning. Just started absolutely pissed down outside. It was really mild. I was bonfire night in Britain last night, which is a bullshit psyop from the 1700s or 1600s. Apparently, some guy called Guido Fawkes, not Guy, was going to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. So everyone in Britain celebrates some guy who like basically took on, apparently, but never really, because he's a Jesuit psyop, and take out the state. Yeah, and we're supposed to celebrate like saying, oh no, let's celebrate the guy who nearly took out our fucking torturers, shall we? Oh, people in Britain, sometimes my head is just like, why can't you get it? Good anarchy, my brothers and sisters, good anarchy to us all. Holy shit skis, hang on a minute. So that's a massive mud bank. So who's making this? Who's laying this? This is 1800s. This has been there a long time. So orbs for maybe emitting frequency to get in it, like instead of a cable, from one ballad to the other. That's older, much older. Holy poo, guys. No, there's mud right away up there as well. Would you agree that that's mud? With paths like sort of dragged through it by people? So why are they building buildings like half buried in mud then? Does that make sense? Does it? Look, Pete, if you look at any images of this era, it's hard to deny this is in the aftermath of an event. Would you say that place is wrecked and looks like it's in the aftermath of an event? Something has come through. Alright, it's touched up, but it looks pretty fucked to me. Wow, is all I can say. What a find. There's no escaping it. Got the pyramid, moon and the sun. In a disc. Our pyramid, Mount Meru, in the disc of our flat earth. It's incredible stuff. There's no escaping it. Oh, that's that image I just showed you. Excuse me. So yeah, we had some fireworks last night. I got some droneage done. I went up and took some drone footage of my fireworks. Eventually, guys, when I can, when I'm in a situation to, I'll actually, to get out of this fucking house, I'll go and do some drone flying over and some antiquity for you. I'm living in Wales. We got 600 castles, but I can't get anywhere just yet. Check that out. Oh my god. So why? Why would they have all these spikes sticking out? And what's these wires? Yeah, man, Antiquitech. Absolutely beautiful Antiquitech, in fact. Wow. So yeah, let's move on through some of these. I won't show them all because obviously I want to keep some for you to Google over the weekend. So Roman culture. I don't really know what's going on. It's never usually a happy story. Oh, look at him. He looks like Hollywood actor of the day. Yeah, you want to get away from that, mate. It's a nasty habit you got there. So, more antiquity. Oh my god, what is it? So, all of these mausoleums, or whatever they are, this one's in brick. And not just for pleasing of the eye. Some damage here. All in red brick. So, do you notice anything in particular about this building, guys? It seems to have had the windows bricked up, doesn't it? So, it's a decommissioned Antiquitech device, 100%. All of the windows have been bricked up. These are not window features, just to look pretty with a somatic pattern. This is where a window once would have gone, sort of thing. Or we would have had a window. Unless you've got heavy vandals, they've bricked that up. See it everywhere in antiquity. Look at it. Sorry I'm not spending too much time on these people, but I'm sure you can appreciate the time aspect. There's 1,001 clues in there, people. Plus I want to get through to my picks, which are absolutely epic. We got giants, Starfords, we got nasty reset images. We got it all. There's a bloody fly in the middle of... Do you know what? See what I mean, guys? That's just the door. The doors are like, what? Oh. Christ has got a cross behind him. I wonder why that is. So, antiquity, like you've never seen it. A lot of this was destroyed in the wars, as you know. Some of it still stands, but why is nothing built like this anymore? Because that's the old world. Captured in photographs. The thing is, guys, what we say, they're saying that this picture is from 1880s or what have you, 1890s. How do we know? Then they're not lying, and he's from an earlier time. Like, I've put this thing out there all along. Shit. Saying that, like, the age of photography could be fake. So we got no people, we got one oxen. Or something. Okay? Or a camel. Person, 2 people there. So there's no people. It's a muddy street. What's the size of this flipping wall? Acorns on top. 2 portals for letting out technosma waves. Fucking hell, excuse my language, guys. Look at the size of this place. And of course you get the tower for static electricity gathering also on the top. Ever higher, ever higher, ever higher, up to the ever important electromagnetic charge. The higher up you go, the more there is. Portals, bells emitting portal sound. So what do you think these are? Pretty flowers on top of the tower, 1,000 foot in the air when no one can see them, or whatever, hundreds of feet in the air. Made of metal. Whew. So that's in Seville, isn't it? Yeah. It's weird, I can't remember seeing that, but I was pretty shit-faced in Seville. So, it's a dangerous town, guys, and if you're me. I was warned not to go ashore in Seville. They said there was too many gypsies and it was a really dangerous place to be, but being me. So that's all one building, it can't be the same one. It's made of brick. What's going on with the roofs? It looks like coal. So it's a massive antiquity building in Seville, and it looks very, very much like a British Anglican style. But again, look at the size of it. It's buttressed. Wow. It's too much in there, people. We could can be here all year looking at these. You know, I'd like to spend half hour looking at each image, but you got to get over to Flat Earth British Subs and Lee, and there's other people doing this now where you spend time, you know, got a bit of time to look at this stuff. So humans can't lift that. It looks like it's made of a sort of metal, not Bakelite. We have a reset depiction. Do we? No, maybe not. But a lot of twisty, columny stuff. So, don't know what it does, but it does something, that's for sure. Okay, we move on. I'm going to leave them in the descriptions box for you to Google. They are mind-blowing, as you can see, and they're the best of Spanish museums. Another one here from China, showing China antiquity and antiquitech. Wow, I got 2 of these. One's from Siam. Them people were absolutely, must have been the richest people on earth in the 1800s, people. Check these out, though. I'm just going to whiz through because I want to get my images, and then I'm going to have to cut out until the next one. Alright, guys? So, let's have a look-see. So they build a lot in wood, but check this out, people. What the hell? So is that indoors? That's an indoor pagoda. Tier. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an octagon. It's nesting. It's producing. And emitting. Holy shit. Look at that, guys. How is all this fucking mist? Wow, holy fucking shit. Do you feel robbed? Oh man. The flat earth was just the tip of the iceberg, people. You think that was massive? Right. God almighty. Stupas in the background. Energy gathering devices. I don't know what this bloody wooden pole is for with a ball on top, but it's probably, I don't know, flagpole. But it's 1880s, it could be wireless, obviously. I'm sure China had wireless. So there's the old world. Pagodas. Must be beautiful to see though, guys, back in that day. Like, imagine the colour and the noise. So it's all wires, like television aerials around this stupa here, look. Which has a... Wow, nesting, stupa. I wonder if that's... it looks like it's porcelain tile, but the top bit might not be. But wow, how much power were these people producing? What were they doing with it? That's the other side. Okay, don't know. So wildlife, carvings. Okay, we'll move on, people. But they do show you some. Yeah, my son, we were looking at these last night. He said that comes to life. He's an automaton, Dad. I said, how'd you know? He said, you see the lines? The lines here, I've seen it before. He said, he's seen it before. This, see the lines there? Yeah? It gets up and it walks. It's a robot. I ain't even joking. It's true, you can see. See the line there? And the line on there? Yeah, it moves apparently. It's automated. It's an automated lion. An automaton type of lion. It's crazy stuff. So what are we looking at here? Peking. And a Forbidden City. Don't know what the big ball is, but it looks definitely techie. Here's a happy chappy. Having your first photograph taken. In the year 18 whatever, or so they say. Look at that, people. Tartarian dragons. Phew. Anyway, we move on. Is there skulls on the end there? No. It's a disc. There's a few discs in here actually. That needs some scrutiny. So let's move on, people, because it's going to be a 2-hour vlog each. But I'm sure you can appreciate why I'm taking my time. Holy poo. That's Westerners there then. So you can look at these for yourselves anyway. All will be linked. I put 2 of these. The other one, it's just amazing. So on we go. So this is, I have forgotten. Oh yeah, this is another incredible photographic journal, and this is actually of, I believe, Antiquity Smashed and Clues Galore, but it's so much of it I can't even go into it. Not all the photographs, so just have a look at 1 or 2 and see how it goes, okay? And then I want to get to my images, and I'm going to cut out, alright, for today. Thank you all for popping by, guys. I can't thank you enough for everything, actually, all the effort of us all. Okay, let's have a look. So we got an aqueduct, a viaduct of some sort. So these are the other Chinese ones. I think it's might be Canton. I'm not sure. I'll have to look in the description for it. I had 3. One was Siam, but no, this is the Canton, I think, ruins. Something's definitely happened here as well, guys. It looks very Greco-Romano, and it's in China. Giant masonry. What looks like a European type tower. Is that China? Plenty of them local to me, guys. Oh, really? Old castles like this, just lost in woods. Oh, isn't that interesting how it is in like teeth, like a gearing system, like a wheel could go in there and travel, or something could move around it. Isn't that intriguing? Or again, like a star fort for rebounding, you know, like a sound room. It's got like pointy bits in it, you know what I mean, acoustic rooms for soundproofing. They got like pointy bits, like pyramids, and it sort of dissipates all the sound waves, or cancels them. This is what might be happening here with this tower. It's very star forty on the base. I'm not sure actually what we're looking at here. Just a niche in a corner of a shell, which is a lot of interpretations. Some people say lady bits, other people say different stuff. So we've got a star forge here. Okay. Very early. Look at these. Okay, we move on, because I want to get to the colour and the juice. That's really cool, whatever they are. Some pencil drawings of post-mud flood, no doubt about it. So yeah, Wise Up just put another cracking video out. Check that out, guys. Man, he's busting this wide open. Everything in the remnants of Smashed Up World. Everything. All grown over, because something's hit it. That look like a tower block. In fact, all of that looks like modern day skyscraperage on top of a star fort. I've always said that I thought there was quite high buildings on top of these star forts initially, people. Okay. Nice, you can have that. Moving on. It's time for pickies now of the day. Oh, absolutely stunning. Okay, let me have a sip of tea, because I'll be talking like an hour and 20 minutes or something. At past 5, past 6, coming up to an hour. That's alright. Okay. Picks of the day, people. Bloody power. Okay. So, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Those quantum fasces is a bundle of dipshits. So let's have a look what I've got for today, people. I've got some stunning stuff, lots, and some grabs off of you guys and everything else. Now this is the city of Brooklyn, okay. 1880s, but bloody hell, people, what a depiction. I've got a book of these. You can like literally go right down each street, look how vast it is, into the fields. And the Brooklyn Bridge is built at that time, associated with Caisson's disease. Check there as well, a little star fort. Let's get in there. I can't mag up no more. There's a little star fort there on, is that Governor's Island? And a ferry. But a beautiful depiction. All the spires, all spaced out of the Technasmia devices, Antiquitech devices. Very cool. Brooklyn. And this is the 1815, okay, plan of New Orleans. That early, people. 1815. So they had it blocked out. There's the Mississippi. And some of its mansions, which... Are they there? We don't know. They're not showing us. And this is the city of New Orleans. Very early depiction. So if you are from New Orleans, enjoy that. I will link. Oh, I have got a link for it, I think. If not, screenshot it. Okay, we move on. Now this is out of a book. I've gone in a room and I remembered it, and it was a site in India, and this is like an astronomical site, and I thought, no it wasn't. Knowing about sail machines now, we know what these are. Now these are definitely, you know, like they said on Ancient Alien bullshit programs about the mouse trap in Germany, where they had the Hannibal flying saucer in German anti-grav technology, real power, reverse engineering, and they used to fly flying saucers off of these things. Maybe now we looked into the civil machine, wave cancellation, definitely an element of truth in it. But look at the central core, people. These are advanced devices, high technology. I'm not sure if that is the Prague one. I've shown it many times in colour. It's an ancient clock, but it's a flat earth clock. Showing everything, actually. And I think all of the clocks in Europe will change from flat earth clocks to out of numerology somewhere in the 1800s and taken away. Because some of them are showing up in old in old pictures, and they are definitely flat Earth clocks. This is out of the book I got by year, and as you can see, it's got facets, and it's been circled like it's important. And this was inside the book again. So you got the fleur-de-lis, so we only got one toroidal field, okay, but we got the fishes swimming all the way around again. But we got the angels blowing wind in. Is that wind, or is it a magnetic field, or inside, or on a flat plane? In this book. Wow, the rain is so heavy. Xcode. In ancient Egypt, is there any particular reason why this lady needs checkered trousers with the X's on? As the Xcode is all over antiquity, because they know what this place is. It's supposed to be Tycho Brahe's observatory. Have you noticed anything about it? Not only is it a full flat Earth depiction, it's got the Mount Meru, the inertial plane, the cross looking down onto our inertial, looking down into the North Pole hole, and it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4 vortices. Trying it all around. They knew, alright. Excuse me. Now these, I picked up last night, they're mind-blowingly good. Check these out, right, for antiquity. Why does nothing look like this? Now, look at it. It's gold. It's painted gold, and you got a phoenix here and all like flowers all flowing down. You got the X code there. Look, can I get that up anymore? The X code there. Yeah. Holy cow, people! Look at it. That's in Brussels, okay? That's Brussels. And you can see a lower hole there. So this is obviously after a mud flood. Okay? But wow, how beautiful architecture, people. Look at the schematic portals here for this building. And the railings as well in the windows. They're not just security, because a lot of them have got like sigils, you know, for angels and demons' names for some fucking reason. Piezoelectric forces in railings for the charge to pass through them, so they can just fucking put spells on us all. No, check this thing. What is it? I believe that's in Brussels too, maybe. Yes. It's a tower for something, but it's difficult to determine what. But look at the size of this thing. Beautiful, isn't it? And more beautiful architecture in Brussels. All lower tiered windows. No particular reason for it, I think. And the main square in Brussels. Let's have a little magga and have a little look, guys, while you're here. Wow, so beautiful. What happened, guys? What happened? You spewing. This is last night, just if you're a fan of Flat Earth British, but don't we? This is last night out the street by day in firework nights, which is a tradition, bullshit tradition in our bullshit country. Okay, that is going to be healed. Okay, when enough British people hustle, spread the truth. Ooh, excuse me. So this is me droning out the street. I'll see if I can get any fireworkage for you.
No, there's no breath.
Oh, there's me. So what I was trying to do was fly up in the chems, the fireworks themselves. Let me go back this way. Yes, I know, it's nothing to do with anything. Don't worry, we're going to have a look at some humorous things in a minute, have a giggle together. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to show 7 minutes of that. Let's have a look what I got on there. Any fireworks. Me droning up and down my street. Yes, fireworks. Sounds like gunfire. Ah, we had some fireworks. We all like fireworks, don't we? See if that was that battery at the end. Oh, there you are. We got the battery. That was really sweet. Yeah. Oh, some rockets, is it? Something different there. See what Flat Earth British is up to. Rockets each. Sort of flat Earth related in a way. They come back down the same as the NASA ones. And you don't land in water. Rockets. Oh, I didn't record my battery, did I? Anyway, let's move on. Fixing light. Yesterday I was out all day and I went to a local park, Victoria Park, and I thought, oh, it's an Antiquitech device. There's no, not active, but they harp back to when it was. These little bandstands, there's no particular reason for them, but we now know, you know, even the sigil art that's put into the wrought iron has an idea or an agenda behind it. This is local. I thought it was very intriguing. It had the fleur-de-lis railings and a swizzle railing. Okay, obviously a mud flooder. Okay, now the people that have been hating on mud flood. Okay, you can't show lahores after a mud, you know, like landslides, because we know that's not obviously a giant mud flood. Okay, but look how deep this is down under the ground. Okay, and this is the building next door. Okay, now watch this. This is street level because I'm standing there, and they've had a door blocked up because you can see the arch. Would you agree that's not so? Now, well, this is ground level. Now they're doing it up. They're doing work on it, so they basically have exposed the front of the building. Ka-ching! Take a look at this. So there's the door that's blocked up, and lo and behold, down under ground level, which is there, is another door, and the frame for the door. This was your original door. There would have been a doorstep there. Now see this brickwork here? And look at this brickwork here. This is really not good quality brickwork. It's old and it's whitewashed. Would you say that that could have been a window blocked up at some stage? That is 100% definitely a door, wouldn't you say? You can see it's a door be blocked up under ground level. Wouldn't you say that's definitely 100% something going on? No? Here's a side shot. This is ground level. Okay, can you see ground level? Okay, this is where the street is. Okay, and below ground level is another front door. Could you explain now? Like, go and run off and like the thing is, mud flood city channels. When you go looking for mud flood buildings, right? Mud flooders. We do not go looking for buildings from 1906. Okay, because we know that there's potential of them being built around that fucking era. We look for buildings which they say are built in 1860s, 1850s, which we got no plans for, which are from an older time. These big, specific architecture buildings that are plain white, which they call Greco-Romano architecture, which look like they've been built from giants. Mudflood hate channels, you need to be paid more money. You need to go to your bosses and you need to say, give me more money. No, I need to make more videos and do some research because I can't get it together. Like that, okay, to your bosses. How can they hate on us like they hate on Flat Earth? It's just nuts. Anyway, so there's no such thing as a mud flood, is there? So what's happening to him? And he's pointing up at the sky. They're not in the mud. They're on like a little bank, or they like chosen in allegory not to be sunk in the mud. He's sort of praying like, please don't let me soak in the mud. And on his side, these sides, is a beautiful palace, all in good nick, yeah, good condition, and a moat. And on his side, because he's sunk in the mud, in his piss poor house, he's got no roof because everything's smashed to shit. Would you agree that is an accurate representation of what is happening on this picture, people? This guy is digging under a church. Let's back up and see what he's up to, shall we? Have a little sneaky on the old world. These skulls, is there two skulls there? It's hard to say. So for some reason, this guy is digging under a church. And what is that in the corner there? So this guy's, yeah, he's sinking in the mud and it's all skeletons because it's all reset depictions, obviously. What do you think, people? Oh, excuse me, not that one. Pretty sinister, I would say. We move on. So there are more of these sort of flat Earth Armageddon-y related pictures. So what we got is in a disc in a side with his orb, probably got a scepter, multi-headed crown on, which is probably nesting pyramids. Okay. Let's mag up and see what we can see. Okay, does that work? Okay, that works. So we have a chem cloud, angels above, and this heavenly court all over again, like we seen on my last depiction. And they're all flying down, wings open, so the magnetic field is definitely active, and they are smashing into the earth, leaving like craters, if you like. This one's got a weapon of some sort. They are plasma, magnetized. They are angels smashing into the ground. This is a plasma. This is a plasma discharge event in allegory. Look. Look, his head's even into the ground. It's crazy stuff, people. Crazy stuff. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We move on. We move on. We move on. And then I'll come back at the end. We looked at some crazy stuff and basically a recap. So this guy is making electricity using an aerostat, which is a balloon. He is got another guy in a balloon, but what I don't understand is he's pointing at the moon and there's light coming off it, because the moon gives off its own light source. The moon is coming down here as well. Now, I'm not sure if that's to create a pyramid in the picture, but basically he's got what is a magnetic device here, and there's what looks like a conductor underneath. So it's very advanced on what he's doing. I can't really say, but this guy's blowing a horn and there's some stuff or sound shooting out of it. You don't see sound, do you? So it's something else. So that's really useful, that image to us. I'm not sure what the device does, but it's needing electricity and it's magnetically related. There's that Jesuit picture that I showed you. Now what's going on with that? Don't know, but it's a scarab beetle. Now is this what they're telling us? Now we know scarab beetles have maglev technology. They have hairs, tiny hairs under their wings, which basically cancel it out and they can levitate. They levitate. So they put in a beetle under there to show you that these things levitate and this thing flies. It's got a clock on there too. And it's an Antiquitech device with a little angel pointing at the sun that's on top of the Antiquitech device, and it has the lolly around it showing you that this thing is magnetized, active. The Faceless Knight, many say to me that he is allegory for, or he is a parasite or an iconic parasite living in armor. On this parasite, however, he has the X code and he has the fleur-de-lis on his helmet. Okay, so it's definitely telling us the place where we live. In fact, it's all fleur-de-lis. You have in here and some sort of box with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 vortices on his flag there, and 3 fleur-de-lis below. We have 10 vortices, and it's come round here as well as more, but that one's got 10. So that's flat Earth, 10 vortices of our flat Earth universe. And you have fasces, crossing swords again, all deeply coded. We move on. Another weird procession. They all got spears. The Swiss Guard in the Vatican, and it's a Vatican procession, and it is MMM again, all over the M. This is immense in Germany, and fleur-de-lis and fishes. So the fleur-de-lis is allegory for 2 fleur-de-lis opposing. This is 2 magnetic vortices, and fishes. Where are they coming in? They're all next to it and all over it. Give me a bit of time. I've yet to nail that one. precisely, of ideas. And this is a depiction of paradise. Again, we have the tree, there's a Mount Meru sort of thing, and you have the overflowing geometry of the mountains, Black Mountains in the background. And a man and a woman, I suppose it's perfect symmetry. And you have the owl with the wings open over the tree. The Axis Mundi, the tree of life, the actual real Axis Mundi is a pyramid, double-ended pyramid. The southern end being under 12 kilometers under our inertial flat plane, which gives us the South Pole. And it's all in this depiction. In fact, once you see and you know the code, you can't even escape it. Right, it's just some curio to go through. St. Louis landing crafts, 14 strings, 16 long. Look at the size of this thing being dragged up the Mississippi or the Missouri. Whew. Cannons, battery in Indianapolis and Maryland in 1866 during the American Civil War. The only reason I show you is because isn't they beautiful and shiny? Look at the metalwork involved in this. Probably out of the Philadelphia Steelworks. Beacon Street, Boston, 1866-70. A nice early photograph of a muddy street and all of these windows and a door. The two top windows of a door. Where's the rest of the door gone? And doors, all below ground level on Beacon Street, which has been inundated with mud somewhere along the line and buried all the bottom level. Okay, mud flood is real. Something 100% happened. This is the pyramids. Let's just take another little image of that. In 1870, and as you can see, it's all buried. The Giza site itself isn't even showing. There's nothing there. 1870, Boulevard Montmartre in Paris, and it is absolutely beautiful. We've gone backwards. Not sure, Brazilian soldiers and a procession. I can guarantee you with that processional thing there, 100% that they had a drought and it rained. In fact, look it up, 30th of May 1868. I can almost guarantee you that after a drought it rained. I just don't like the fact that he's shooting from behind a horse. The horse doesn't like it because he knows that if a bullet comes back, it's going to fucking smack the horse and not the dude. Shitter. This is, as you know, Buffalo hunter Ralph Morrison scalped a Cheyenne outside a Fort Dodge with Lieutenant... Oh, that's John Austin. I thought that was Custer. It looks like Custer. So that's disgusting, isn't it? It's 1868, 1 year after the end of the American Civil War, when they got nobody left to kill, apparently. So, Cardinal Beaton's house at Cowgate, Edinburgh, 1868. That is old world, isn't it? Steps going up to the front door again. That's the old world. And catacombs, again, that I found in Palermo, 1870. There are catacombs in vaults, and there are huge amounts of dead and their belongings. Chinese giant, 1870. This guy's in silks. He looks like Hyperborean. He's in silks, man. He is one big dude. This guy got to be 6 foot. This Brit, isn't he? Or this European. And this guy's 6, 8, 9, 10. He's a 10 foot. That easy. Eh? Not bad, eh? Not bad. Let's move on. Cheyenne captives follow an attack at Wichita by Custer's forces. So that's attacked by Custer's in the Indian Wars. Not the Indian Wars were earlier, but not nice anyway. Not nice, any of it. Okay, let's just scoot through, guys. I want to get some good stuff before you all fall asleep in my chat. Edinburgh Castle. Wow. Hanging Rock, guys. Is that really Hanging Rock? Food for thought, Hanging Rock. Foot of Echo Canyon. Whatever. Look at all of the shale and all of that in there mixed up. What geological forces caused that? That's just weird. I think it's something completely different going on, but that is just nuts. How that could be hanging. But I've got loads of, I think it's mining and human interaction. old world. American Civil War or Franco-Prussian War of 1870. You don't hear too much about that, but let's be honest, guys. That's a whole lot of mud in the background. Yeah, they probably dug it out with shovels. That's what happened. So, more depictions. You will always get this Britannia woman with a horse with like wheels on it that drive it, okay, and a Poseidon dude, and you've got electrical arcing that comes along with it, because that means something else as well. And Branxus holding up 2 balls, multi-meanings, but it's an entwined serpent, so it's another allegory for the system we live in. Don't know, let's have a look. It's just a dead posh candelabra. Oh, right, no. These were downloaded. I nicked them off Captain Kirk, man. He just gets the best stuff lately, man. Captain Kirk, please sub to him. And Lee, Flat Earth British sub, my the guy who rides shotgun with me, found that these habs are all over antiquity are in fact acoustic weapons. Okay, which we thought anyway. If you look at, like I said earlier, Kung Fu Hustle, they cause damage, but the Faceless Knight cannon, fasces, drums, sound weapons, all of it. The allegory for hand coming out of the sky, all skulls, death, fasces, and all in the chem fog, cause it's a reset depiction. This is about the death of a king, apparently. So this is a unicorn, and he's hit his horn off. I wonder if a unicorn means something important. And look at this guy. What's he got there? Yes, he's got the fasces. And he brings death. The fasces can bring death. Because it tells you there. And wow, that Axis Monday. And you got the tree. And you got the... Look at the geometry. It's just nuts. So you've got the angels blowing in, but they're not blowing in wind. They're blowing in the magnetic field to the intertwining magnetization of our center point on the North Pole is what that's showing. It's incredible. Noah's flood, all connected. Resets. So after Noah's flood, I expect that says in Latin, resurge, or to renovate or to come back. So the tree and just basically a trunk, and it's just got a new shoot coming out. So these were our Kirk and a mud flooded Rome. Check this out, guys. Check this out. If there's anything else you can say in the 1700s, and they just showed you in Piranesi art, or under mud. Even St. Peter's Basilica and what we just showed you is all deep in mud. Is that not so? Yeah, I know. So I'm getting on for 7:45 now, so I'm going to need to get on to some other images. So they're high speed rail link. The maglev has taken a bash. Wow. So it's all related to death, as you can see, because it's got skulls and magnetic fields all around it. Okay, so you get the links for these, don't worry. And that is Londinium, apparently London, mud affected back in the day. Okay, and the tree standing in the middle, I believe Axis Mundi, is showing you nothing more than plasma discharge events that reset this place. The scars are everywhere. The intertwining snake around the sun is another depiction of our flat plane meeting at the top. And again, what is the unicorn? Let me get to that. I'll get to that, guys. We'll find out what that means, the unicorn. Again, look at this. Let's have a little Maggie. Cool, I'm really thirsty. It's hard to talk for hours, guys. And I'm sure there's a few of you in chat by now. Usually is. Someone loved you all. Yay. Flat the British Peeps. There's that image again. Not sure, but it's beautiful. And there's that image again of resetting. We've got another couple of these. Now, I got one image coming up, and it's a ship I showed before. It blows you away. It says it carries 15,000 men. That's bigger than anything we got now, really. I suppose a troop carrier would carry that. But so look at this thing, guys. So it's a giant raft. You got swimming angel sort of things in the sea, blowing wind in. But I think it's allegory for possibly geoengineering. It's crazy stuff, people. These depictions are nuts. And again, these things actually existed. What about that, guys? Do you think I'm making a mistake and I'm getting it all wrong? Wow. Can't spell it out anymore. The bundle of arrows. Check it out. Look. The arrows in it. Yeah. But she, Britannia, who's up in the sky, has just made a plasma discharge event on old Skeletor, who's a Gorgon, and the serpents are meaning the magnetic field, and she is literally plasmaed his ass into oblivion. He's fallen apart, the guillotine. He's got his foot on Christianity because he despises it. He's got another foot on pyramids on the other side. So, is this Gibraltar? No, it couldn't be. So, very telling. I'm sure it's politically motivated as well, but it's definitely telling you. The encoders of the time are telling you exactly what is going on. Fasces attack. Plasma discharge weapon, people. And this guy is a British oak in his hand. So this is allegory. And it says that he is a British commander, and he's destruction of revolutionary crocodiles. So the French are allegory for revolutionaries, and apparently the British give him off for, look at this guy, he's exploding people or something. And there's the pyramids in the background of Egypt. So that would have been the times of Nelson and the Battle of Battle of the Nile. So what you see here is a Chinese depiction. You see German writing, San Malo. So it's northern Spain. It's northern Spain. Okay, I got a Chinese one as well. It states on there that this thing carries, I think, 400. I can't remember how many pound cannon, ridiculously, and 15,000 troops. This is like animals. See this thing's a skyscraper, and the people are absolutely tiny. 15,000 people on that back in the day, and I don't think that's a tree, people. And then wires. I don't think they're just wires either. Yeah, I know. What about that? Did this exist? It's based on perfect geometry. People are dots, and it's just like Newton's cenotaph. The plans are there for it. It's got the labyrinth, etc. So it's an orb. We blow our walls on top of pyramids, and there's steam coming out of it. And at the top. So it's not just oh look, flat depiction on there. And there. For mag. Oh my god, look guys, right? The whole of this building has the centre piece, the Meru, and 4 corners, 4 angels. Even the cross. You're going to see it everywhere in architecture. Oh my god, it's everywhere in architecture. That's based on our flat plane. This is how these things are working. What about him? So is he a titan that's been like solidified? And he's pouring out the water, or is it just allegory? Got tongues on top of him. The age of Titans. Well, according to that picture, it's a reality. I am not too sure. Let's mag down if we can. I'm magging up there. It's a pyramid. Right, I'm gonna be cutting out soon, guys, because my throat's fucking gone. I want to have a little chat before I go anyway. Okay. That's the naval battle. Right, we're going to move on. I want to show you big spuds and another thing. Which one? Okay. Stick with it, people. Stick with it. Don't all leave me just yet. I've got some brilliant stuff to go. So we'll have some funnies now, right? Let's have a look at some funnies, some FE funnies now. There's been some confusion. People thinking that what I'm trying to explain is something like that. When I said it was a pyramid as Mount Meru, I didn't mean the whole thing was a pyramid. So that's no. Not Dick Earth, not Banana Earth, not Pyramid Earth, okay? No, Pizza Earth, because that's just silly. Stop that. Okay, get to the back of the class, or if you don't, and that is what will happen to you if it comes to my channel talking silly sausage stuff like that is this, okay? Oh, like him, look, he's half demented, and look, because he's fucking dickless. And what about him? Now, is that a man whose brain you need to save because of his groundbreaking, once-in-a-generation intelligence? Maybe I'm just missing something. There he is there. Not impressed. He's not impressed with my work, that's for sure. No, don't worry, I'll explain all. And a man who is getting a bit late in his life and really not having any more of it. I think he's about to spill the beans big time before they can bump him off, but he's got too much invested. But at his age, who cares? What are they going to do, kill him? Yeah. Go on, Buzz, spill the beans. Tell us you didn't go no moon. Go on, please be a man. And let's have a listen to full retard mode. Episode number 1, again.
Why? Why would scientists for all these hundreds of years
Tell us that the earth is round when it's flat. Why would they say that? What purpose would they get out of that? And if it is flat, what is it? What is it, like a piece of toast? And everything sits on top of a piece of, what's on?
Okay, that's good fun. That's good fun. Quantum Fasces physicist is a bundle of dipshits. Oh, let's have some. Ooh. This is what'll happen to you if you don't take any pay attention to my class. Okay. Strike him, Centurion, very roughly indeed, and throw him to the ground. Oh yes, and throw him to the ground. So, I won't be doing that. One of my Russian soldiers, Roman old world soldiers, will be doing it for me. Okay. So learn. It's awesome, isn't it, that film? It's like the best film ever. Right then, more pics while you're all in chat before you all fuck off and desert me. Okay, there's more X code there, but there's only 9 items. Let's just whiz through them and you can see the X code absolutely everywhere. So that's basically old, I believe to be Nordic, but it's beautiful. But it shows our flat plane and the 4 corners. Fasces and the serpent around the tree to magnetize on an old medieval woodcut. Also the X code in Egypt. The X code on railings with the fleur-de-lis showing you the toroidals. And this is apparently a letter, right, from Christopher Columbus before he set sail to discover the Americas. Bullshit. But whatever, he got to stick the X code on his letters. Christopher Columbus has to stick the X code. Nobody knows what it meant until now. The X code and the peacock. In this one we have as well sigils and Antiquitech, all in the same depiction. What's the chances, people? What's the chances? Again we have Fasces, faceless night or bodiless night, and everything that's coded with our reality for those with eyes to see. Again, the toroidal or the swastika is indeed that, and you have the Star of David, which we've turned into a cube, the 8-sided box, which is in the center of on the heads of Jews when they read the Torah. It's in the center of the Kaaba in Mecca, and the full serpent. It's everywhere. It's just absolutely incredible. I think I showed you that one. Anyway, but let's move on to Big Spuds. Big Spuds. Yeah, it's crazy the X code, that, isn't it? X marks the spot, people. X marks the spot. I'm getting tired. Right, Dead Kings. I'll show you a bit of that in a minute, but I want to show you Big Spuds. I've said technosma aids the growth of food. Did I not? Okay, well check this out. I hope it's real. I'm not sure. Right, we're looking at the Antiquitech devices. We're going to move on though. A mud-flooded dugout cemetery in wherever, Istanbul or Egypt. But I need to move on to show you what I need to show you. Mud flood. Now, it's exactly the same as what I found in my own city only yesterday, people. Is the road levels there. The door has been added later. And here's the original door. Here's the original window from the original street level. I've witnessed it under the city of Cardiff. I worked on a department store when they were scrapping it. I went underneath the fucking department store, which was called Alder's, and there was an arcade underneath with shop windows with nothing in them. A street. I was in it. Underneath the streets. Every city got them, guys, okay? They've just been inundated. Now, this is under the streets of apparently 1902 Paris, and they lay in the underground, or part of the underground, but there's already, in my mind, infrastructure in there, and I've showed many evidences to this, that has been covered by this much dirt, okay? The power to harness plasma by human interaction. Do we think maybe when people spontaneously combust, could that be related to 5G? Because a spice spontaneously combusted in London a couple of weeks back. They never said a word about it, but they were apparently testing 5G in the area. Can't confirm that, obviously. But that's what somebody told me. We need to practice. The Germans didn't only have big cannons, so did the Russians. An Antiquitech device in somebody's room. I do not know what it does. It's of the old Antiquitech device. Now, apparently, these ladies, I don't know if this is photoshopped. There's something wrong with the image. I think it's been highlighted, but they show you them digging huge vegetables. Something wrong with the image. It doesn't look right. Maybe it's just a fake. Don't know. Huge cabbages. Apparently these are all photos and real. Apparently. Huge potatoes. Size of a horse. And huge onions. They could be real, but apparently, look, they say that they're real. So we'll go with it, that they're real, and they were really growing things that big. They do in Wales anyway, in Llanhyfn. They do massive veggies and fruits and what have you. So Antiquitech, I do not know, but Stupa's Antiquitech. Look at this, guys. Old world, right? Smashed. Everything's off it, but check the top. Have a look at that. It's just like a television mast of the modern day, isn't it? So technical. Wow. Anyway, let's move on. This isn't like running 2 hours. It's a pyramid in Russia with giant portals on it. I guess they must be nesting in there, and it's doing something, or it's not doing it anymore. A star fort. Beautiful star fort. Now, see that? See, it's a perfect sort of cut. Do you think that's a natural feature caused by the washing of rain? Or do you think that something has passed through that mountain like a butter, hot butter through knife, like a plasma discharge event? Do you? Because that's what I think has happened to this. I think it was a full-on mountain at some stage, and a plasma discharge event just cut through it like butter. Either that, or it's a weapon from a comet. More Antiquitech of old days, and more Antiquitech out of the Great Expositions. I'm not sure if this is Novograd. Well, it's one of them, but they show you all of this stuff, which is apparently not in our reality now. Yes, I know. Sacred geometry, every single snowdrop to be different. And this wheel. This is all over antiquity in the classics, the Indian classics of the Mahabharata, the battle between Arjuna and Krishna. They use holographic armies, they use technasma devices, they use plasma discharge weapons, and everything we've been talking about to great effect. Okay, flying saucers called vimanas, which are working on, if gravity were real, cancelling out. Okay, again, serpent. We've decoded, which is all over Alfa Romero, also with the X code. Okay, with the X code on everything. Try spot a car now without spotting that this is the code and what's going on. So no mud floods happening except outside this building. It's all deep with shit and mud. So they could have had a standard flood, admittedly, but I don't think so. A Masonic Hall, which has 2 Antiquitech devices in America and 2 pyramids outside the door. And Jacob's dream and Jacob's vision and Jacob's ladder. And what that was all about, don't know. Just old pictures of old world for you to enjoy. And your Antiquitech devices is this holes in this as well. Okay, that's not for incense, there's something else going on. And these implements in the fireplace, okay, they're too ornate, there's something going on with them, and they're all in millionaires' houses at this stage. And these are in churches, these processional things. They're also in Mecca. The devices, look at this. They seem to be blocked up. Stairs going up. So we ain't got nothing like this around now, have we? Only the remnants of it. So how do they do veils in stone? How do you chisel a veil? How do you chisel a see-through veil out of stone? Somebody tell me in comments, please. How can you do this with stone? I think they were 3D printing, from what I've shown you of the tech. Star forts, beautifully. And mud flooded coming up to, I think, Istanbul. And again, look. Everybody run from the acoustic weapon coming from the sky. All that. They got to hold it up. The mud isn't coming through from the mud flood. Unless you think that's something else from Samaria, ancient Samaria. You got to hold it up with a wooden plinth. They dug in tunnels where it was full of mud, where it's been caked with mud from the flood. Mud from the flood. Old world hand with a Hollywood star. She's flat earther. That's what that means. Well, this, guys, check this out. Globe of fire descending into a room. So, how many times have I talked about like being chased around by like thunderbolts, plasma balls? And how many times have I showed them on my channel? This one apparently came down a chimney, and a woman had to run. Plasma balls. Yet to experience them myself. So that just speaks to itself. All of it is in there, and also the Ankh, which we've decoded. And this was captured off Lee Flat Earth British's video. I'd done a couple of screensavers of the aftermaths of a event, a mud flood, from stuff with annoying music, which it wasn't. I thought the music was quite good. Antiquitech in antiquity. And this is below. This is a best thing going. This is the ground level of Rome, right? Because you can see St. Peter's Basilica in the back. You've got the Constantine Arch. What about underneath? Underneath the ground, the pillars, the columns. I know. I can't stand it when people deny mud flood. There you go. It's undeniable. What about the different stages of the Kremlin? This gate here, and now it's there, 2005, all that there is gone to this. They keep doing that, don't they, getting rid of good stuff. So that's been bashed away. Beautiful, fire related. What about that? What's that on his head? Dum. You're a physicist? Okay. No offense to physicists, probably some of you are really awesome. It's just, you know, it's just the lies, isn't it? I know it's not your fault. I don't blame you one bit. It's just, come clean. Come clean. Okay, I think that'll be it for today. I got a load more images. It's just the time factor, people. I've been talking nearly 2 hours now, people, and my mouth is fucking numb. It's just a couple in here a second. I think I've done King's Head, haven't I? No, I haven't. Okay. Couple of images in here. This is out of an old atlas of mine. This is absolutely brilliant. This is called The Universe of Heaven and Earth, and it's got purgatory. It's got everything in here, flat earth related. But again, look, it's got purgatory in here, so it's sort of hell. And you've got these lands around it, but it's above Hyperborean. So it's a land above Hyperborean, they're saying. Or is it below? And Antarctica is a mountainous occupied place, or the landmass that's around there. It's no longer there, is it? And all of Hyperborean. But it's split into more than 4 continents here, guys. So that's quite astounding map, that is. So telling. And what's this landmass here in the middle of the Pacific again? Sundogs. I took a photograph myself, but check the building. It's got an antenna on it. I'll show you. Sundogs are catching of the magnetism of our plane. As I explained, there's only 2 on that, but something's drawing this, pulling this magnetized light to this ring here. But yeah, you can see there's antennas on there. This was for the Great Expositions in Paris, but for some reason they show you the New World, and then they show you like Pompeii or Vesuvius is anything to do with Paris, and they show you everything being reset underneath, and then the New World. So it's the reset and then the New World on their poster, but nothing happening. Intertwined snakes, skulls, it's all reset coded. Intertwining snakes, the cross code. Intertwining snakes, they're actually showing you the 2 double toroidals in the cross there, everywhere. Once you know. And the scythe, because you know what they're going to do, don't you? Perfect geometry. Fractal and Starford. What they did way back in the time is beyond me. So I think that's it for today, people. I'm going to come back and recap. So what we learned, guys, is the X is looking down, okay, into the North Pole hole, okay, and it is all over antiquity. We've established that a fasces is actually, if you magnetize light, that's a laser. Okay, so the northern lights are laser lights coming out of the North Pole hole. Okay, if I've mispronounced anything along the way, I had an English graduate teacher in my comments saying, "Don't worry about it, I do it all the time." Eat that. I get a lot of complaints because I'm doing like the shit hot info. People are looking for any single thing that they can pick me out on for some reason. Okay, don't worry about it. People are critical. Myself, I'm a critical minded person. That's why I moan about all of them. So guys in chat, okay, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If anyone wants to support me, I've got links in the descriptions box. I would be very, very grateful at this moment in time. And I'm going to be back soon in a couple of days or a day or 2 with some amazing stuff. I've got so much lined up, but I want to really continue on down the road with this massive expose. Look guys, everything we talked about here, it's resonating in your soul. It's true. Okay, I'm getting weird responses from people who don't believe it because it's just a knee-jerk response. It's the first response is denial. Okay, overwhelm you with evidence by the end of this, okay guys, that you will not be able to think any other way, I'm afraid. Now, there's a load of new channels being set up, excellent channels guys, and I will link in them in the descriptions box. One woman, I don't know anyway, but it's got a globe in the title, but I don't let that put you off because she does Mud Flood, Antiquitech and everything else, and what stunning work. Video Lee Flat Earth British sub mirrored yesterday, and I'll put in the descriptions box the original as well. Please take a look. It is just the best work. Okay, and all of the guys, UAP, I haven't watched your video. I think you've been having some troubles. I do not know. Wouldn't be surprised doing what you do. And Wise Up Mud, okay, is a new video as well. And Niven and all of the guys I will put in the descriptions box. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's coming up from you guys next. Alright, because that's really exciting. Outside of this community, there's not too much happening in my mind. Okay, that's what I think. So, guys, peace up, come back. Okay, click the notification bell. They're unsubbing people left, right, and centre. They're trying to stem this like you wouldn't believe. I expected it, but wait till after all of this has happened, and then see how things have changed. Okay, be a whole new day. Have you learnt a lot today, guys? Have you enjoyed my images? Alright, well, you've got to go home now and do something else, because I got to go and have a cup of tea. Fireworks. Okay, peace and love, people. Be good. As I said, martinliedtke7@gmail.com. I'll put that in the descriptions box if you need to send anything, any ideas, or just generally information or what have you. If I get back to you late, it's because I get a few, but I always get back. And comment about this video. Be good.